Hello, and welcome back to another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing?
Is that what you say every time?
I have no idea. Just going to guess.
Hello
It's a weird
again,
time. We're in a weird place.
and welcome back.
Yeah. Where are we at?
We're
Whose
at-
table is this? Whose drapes are these?
Oh my god. We're at our home.
Yes. Legally, not yet. Technically, not yet. Soon, yes. We're on our current kitchen table. Yes. Surreal.
It's too much meat for me to handle.
Too much.
Sorry.
Chairs are much better. Much
Okay.
easier sitting position right now. We're going to build a studio downstairs.
Lord, someone get the dramatic out of me.
Yeah.
'Cause I cried last episode. I'm probably just going to be crying for the next couple because a lot of big changes are happening in Mark and I's lives. And like I said, if you listen to the last episode, I'm just dramatic and I still cry all the time. Even though we've been together for 5 years, I still cry because I'm like grateful. So I think going into, the house and the remodeling and everything else that it's, just happening in our lives, I think I'm just going to be an emotional wreck.
Mm-hmm. Weird. Yeah.
Weird? Why is it weird?
I don't know. I'm just doing work, man. Got a lot of...
Well,
We're just knocking off shit at this point. Bang, bang, bang.
we have a couple things we would like to discuss in this episode. Mark has some interesting stories to tell, but I guess I will before we get to there, I will just I guess maybe elaborate a little more about why I feel like this. Maybe it has to do with that I'm a girl, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just like girls sorry, I just sniffled into the microphone. Most girls, not all girls obviously, but a lot of girls commonly, visualize their life with a person. Like, it's almost like as a young age, you imagine getting married and having kids, or I don't know what like men think. Like, I don't think they are like as excited for those types of things. I think like at a young age, like obviously they are when it gets there, but I feel like girls, all those like chick flicks and the princess and the fairy tale movies, they kind of, from a young age visualize that for themselves, and before they even find the person, they visualize what the person's gonna be like. Like, I have a friend that has a Pinterest board of her wedding, and she like made it when she didn't even have a boyfriend. Like, it's just, and that sounds weird, but it's normal for girls almost. So and I think since we met, and since we met probably, I have still felt so grateful because, as I mentioned in the last episode, I feel like the whole Prince Charming thing, like I feel like you're more than what I could have ever like asked for, or more, you're like way more than what I could have ever even like imagined. Literally, I don't know what, I don't know. So I guess like obviously past boyfriends and stuff, but like maybe that's why I think that way. But not even past boyfriends aside, all that stuff, it's literally just like more than I could have ever pictured and imagined. And I know I'm going on a tangent here, but let alone you as a person, like everything we're doing. And I know I don't always have the best confidence or whatever. Sorry, there's a tear. I know I don't always have the best confidence or whatever. You've obviously helped me find that over the years, and that's like a whole nother thing. I won't go into that, but you as a person aside, like the Fueled by Progress, AM and the PM, everything we're doing together with businesses as a whole, um, I'll just say this, like I know I'm capable of anything because like you've helped me learn that, but I don't know if I would have ever, done businesses or anything related to that or even learned about it like without you. Like I know like I could and I'm capable or whatever. And you've helped me like figure that out, but I'm just saying like, so like you as a person aside, like everything was that. I've learned so much stuff that I never even thought I would learn. Like if someone would have been like telling me that we would have been, I would have been trying to work for myself one day or anything like that. Like I probably would have just been like, no, I'm not, like I don't know anything about business.
Mm.
um and oh my god, I feel like there was another point I wanted to make, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, feelings mutual. We're doing some cool shit, and we're just gonna keep going.
Oh,
Go ahead.
and like the whole house remodeling thing is like a whole nother thing. It's just I think it's good to be grateful for things, and I'm just really grateful for everything. I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna get sappy, like I'm just grateful for you and everything that we're doing and accomplishing. And I know like we're independent people, but I just, we're really working together
Yeah.
like really hard. And I think I'm just emotional because I know you say you don't imagine, you don't even remember what life was like without me, but like I remember.
Mm.
And, I've always been a happy, amazing, carefree, caring person, but I think, what a lot of people don't realize is sometimes it may seem like, I'm doing I'm doing everything you're doing or blah 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 because people say that in relationships or whatever, but I feel like what we don't talk about enough and what I don't say enough, and I've been thinking about this recently, is how confident I am, and I feel like because of you, um probably just in like the past year, like I feel like evolved, and I never realized how insecure I was when it came to like sports or literally anything. Like I would play a game with friends at a party and I would be insecure. I would do the game wrong and people would think I'm stupid. Like um I just there's so many little things that I never realized I was insecure about. And I told someone this the other day, and you told me that don't say you can't do something because you can, and you can learn how to do it and you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I can't record right now. I'm in the middle of emotions. Okay. All right. That's enough.
That's funny.
This is dramatic. Am I right? But like, um, you need to talk.
Yeah. I mean, I am obviously happy, and I have emotion that we're moving forward. But yeah, I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I have a different way of thinking about it. I just see it as it's obviously a huge milestone, and I like document it, and I'm excited to be moving through it with you. But when I have a big project like this, I've really noticed it about myself over the last week or so. We're just getting into it, and I've been here for hours and stuff, like ripping up carpet and such, and doing little things here and there as we prep to put some paint on the walls and all this other stuff that we want to do. And it's a project for me. It's when I start to think about stuff like that and I get the list going, if you will, I just want to tackle it, and we tackle it together, with the transaction process and the remodeling and everything like that. It's going to be we're going to have a lot of success here doing all these different things, and it's going to look beautiful. You're not even going to recognize the house when we're done with it. So we're going to make it our own little home here, and then we're going to keep building on all the other stuff that we're doing. And then at some point we'll tackle the next thing, like all that other stuff. So I don't know. I'm enjoying it. it's definitely a good spark for me because I really needed this. I need to get out of my parents' house. I need to get away from that. I need to be more independent, and us, independent, both of us being independent, but on the same team. I think it's just going to be awesome. I'm already enjoying it. I'm loving the I don't know, like the serenity of just being in a house that's like yours, with like just like your either your partner or just like by yourself or whatever. Um, so I'm just having a grand old time so far, and we've just begun. So yeah, it definitely comes at you fast. Though. I mean, for those of you that are out there that have either done this before, then you kind of know maybe what we're going through here. But if you haven't, then just be prepared is all I can say. I mean, that's the biggest thing that has. I think that's a problem though too that I've not done enough. Like I try to share as much with Amanda as possible, but I don't know. I just think I think we think a little differently. So like my brain is just always thinking about that, So
I was thinking about what?
what's up?
I was thinking about what?
Like this is all I'm thinking about. Like just like when I have something like this, it's like 100% just thinking about how to get to where we want to go, how to build that render that we have, how to cross all those items off the list in all the rooms. And I mean, you're just kind of like in the more vague level where you're just like, oh, we have a house, and like you just want to, do stuff, which is not bad. I'm just saying like it's kind of two different things. Like I'm like very boom, 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 boom.
That's how you are with everything.
Exactly. Yes.
Though.
Right. Yeah. So.
And sometimes I wish I could be more like that, but I also think.
It definitely fucks you up sometimes. It's not good to be all the way.
Well, yeah, and I also think. I mean, you're obviously working from home, but you've also had more free time to like be here and like think
Definitely
about what you have. You like make your own schedule, so you've had more time. It is a bit harder when I'm at work, and then I mean, I'm not saying I'm not capable of like doing stuff, and we're gonna do lots of things, but I definitely think it's a different thing when I'm like working. I've noticed recently, and then I've been so busy both ways. I've been busy at work, and I've been busy in like my personal life, and so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we are moving and grooming. I don't know. You want to give a little bit of updates? So what I've been doing, actually, let me tell you this because we haven't talked about it at depth. I've been here 4 times, maybe. Like I don't know how many hours. Like I've actually been like working probably on the order of 15, 20 or something. No, probably more.
Why do you have to give the number of hours you've worked?
Here?
Yeah.
What do you mean on the house remodel?
Why do you have to do that?
Why do I have to do that? Just as an idea, just as a ballpark of how much time I've put in?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, actually. I was just a guess. Why wouldn't I?
That just sounds like something stupid you would do. No offense.
I mean, I was going to explain. I think it's important. I don't know why that wouldn't be important. I haven't counted it, though. What I mean, let me continue. Maybe that'll make sense. So I've been here a few different days, doing different stuff. And we ripped up all the carpet in the bedroom, the hallway, and the living room there. We cleaned it up, got all the tack strips, all that sort of stuff. Took a bunch of trash out the one day. We're almost done with all the, the stuff that we're not keeping, needs trash or whatever, mostly just downstairs. We still have some stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's gone really well. What I was going to say specifically was the times that I've been here, I took my camera and I've been like kind of like making like mini vlogs of what the house looked like. And then like, as we're making progress, right, with the carpet and things like that. And, I'm excited to, share those. So, but that's what we've accomplished a good bit. Small things just start to add up because like, I've really started to notice that because, when you have a house, that's older and that's been lived in, there's certain things that just like kind of go by the wayside or whatever, just getting little things here and there. And, yeah, I mean, just all sorts of different stuff like trees outside, trimming those. So I don't know, just making some progress, dude. I don't know. I can't really explain it that well. Maybe just watch the vlogs on the channel. So, and then we'll make some content as well. I think us too, though, we could probably make a lot more content. Like when we have like a house, and we could just make some videos about like random shit. Be like your buddies, the Herberts. There they are.
I
Yeah.
love the Herberts.
So.
The Herberts are from Pittsburgh. And I actually found, so they're like a famous couple on like YouTube and TikTok. I think they started from TikTok. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they got famous from TikTok. And then it transferred into like, you know, they do social media as like a living or whatever. And they're from Pittsburgh. And I don't know if Abby was a model, so I don't know if she already had like, you know, a big following or whatever. I don't really know any details. But it's interesting because I actually found her on social media because of eating disorders. Because she had an eating disorder, and, you know, with the TikTok algorithm, if you like one eating disorder video, you'll just see them forever. So I started following her because I don't remember. I just, you know, liked her story or whatever, and then I kept seeing her and her husband, and then I noticed they're from Pittsburgh, and I just think it's so cool because, you know, I'm born and raised in Pittsburgh, and I just have a lot of respect for them, obviously, because they just seem really down to earth, and I just think it's cool that they're like right here in Pittsburgh, because, you know, a lot of people do social media as a living and stuff like that, or I'm sure it's like not easy, like it is hard work just as much as any other job, but it's just cool to see people right here at home, because it always seems like everyone's like, you know, somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hear you. Should we have more house updates? Should I tell my random stories that were also in a vlog? Yes?
I guess.
Was that a yes? Did you have more house stuff?
No, I'm done with the house stuff.
No? Okay.
I apologize, everyone. I'm tired, and when Mark was just talking, I honest to God like blanked out.
Yeah. She does that. Doesn't listen to me.
Not typically during the
Sad.
podcast. Typically just...
Typically just every other time.
No, sometimes it's hard because you're listening, and then I don't realize that my mind starts thinking about something else, and then I realize he's still talking, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Pretend you're listening.
Nice. Nice.
Pretend you're listening.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I don't think I've ever told you that before. All right, sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. So here are these stories that Amanda wants me to tell. I made a video on my channel, my YouTube channel about it.
I thought you were going to tell a house story. This is the stories.
House
Okay.
story. I'll tell a quick house story. I was outside today because I was looking at the panel for the like Verizon, I think it is, and because it's on the wall out there, because I was trying to understand all that, because we're gonna get a Verizon internet at some point. And I was out there, and there's like a little screw, and it says customer access, and you take that off, and you can see it. Pop the thing off, and like huge bees nests, like two like pretty huge bees nests, like it like one like kind of fell out, and there was another one there. Luckily, it was unoccupied, but
Where is this
there
at?
were large bees nests on the side of the house, like inside the.
One time the Verizon guy came to put our cable in, and you remember the story? And
Yeah.
he was allergic to a bee.
Maybe those were the nests.
And he got stung by a bee, and my mom
Those must have been the
had
nests.
to do CPR on him. No, she didn't. She thought she might have to do CPR on him, but he was allergic to bees, and he was outside work and didn't have an EpiPen or anything,
Wow.
which is kind of stupid.
Wow.
I think hopefully he got an EpiPen after that, but
Wow.
I think for some reason I feel like he quit Verizon. That has nothing to do with anything. But
Interesting. But yeah, so that's a great segue into my story.
it was crazy.
So
The ambulance came,
yeah. So they're
and he left his truck here. They had to come back for his truck because it was outside. He had to go to the hospital. Anyways,
all right. So he what was I gonna say? So the segue thing. I was at my grandmother's restaurant. There's two people sitting at a table. They ordered some food. It was towards the end of the day. There was like only one other customer in there. They're eating, and the guy, it's a guy and a woman. The guy gets up and he walks over towards like where the bathroom is, and the woman's like, "Are you okay? You okay?" And then he's like he can't breathe, like, you know, he's like whatever, and she's like, "He's choking, he's choking." And this guy, one of our other customers, goes over, starts hitting him on the back, and like it wasn't
I
working.
have a serious question.
Yeah,
What was he eating?
it was a roast beef sandwich.
Sandwich. Got
Yeah.
it.
So he went over there and hit him on the back or whatever, and then I dialed 911. I gave the phone to my mom, and then I went over there. I did the Heimlich maneuver on him like 20 times, like, you know, like 20 presses things or whatever, and eventually he
He
spit it
used
up.
his fingers, not his fist. But
Yeah,
it worked.
I didn't really use the fist. Yeah, it's
It
kind of
worked.
just like my hands. But yeah, it ended up working somehow. So I think I saved his life. I don't know.
Did he thank you?
Yeah, he gave me a hug. Yeah.
What did he say after? Was he okay? Like, did he say that was scary? Did he
Yeah, they were pretty emotional.
Did he make any comments? He just was emotional.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty emotional about it. He was, you know, potentially died. So, you know, he was, they were happy, I guess. Grateful.
That's scary.
They wanted to pay. We didn't let them pay.
Hmm.
And then the ambulance came. Oh, that was another part of the big story. Like, the ambulance didn't come for like 15 minutes. He would have definitely been dead if he was on the path to death. Because, like, that's ridiculous. But
Yeah. I feel like ambulances don't come fast enough.
yeah. Nice. But yeah, that's that exciting story. And then that same day, earlier in the day, my mother was running around the restaurant and fell and broke a bone in her hand and a bone in her shoulder and got a contusion on her knee. So Amanda's laughing because it's not funny that
I'm
she
not
is hurt.
laughing.
It's funny that it's the scenario is funny, and because every time I've told this story, I say that she broke the cardinal rule, and that is that
No.
she got excited because my grandfather always says, "Don't get excited."
No. You have to start from the beginning. So Mark texts me while I'm at work on my break a picture. Okay.
Yes, that picture was also funny. That was the main funny part.
You should post. You should post the picture like when we.
Maybe I'll put a picture right here.
A picture of his mom, blood around her head, and it's like table 10 and then a bunch of people. Okay, so he texts that to me and he's like actual like representation of what I walked into this morning, and I'm just like, I think my break was almost over, so I didn't have much time. Like, I had to go back, and I'm just like, what the actual fuck? And I'm like, is your mom okay? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, whose blood is that? And then I'm like, okay, don't go back to work until we like at least find out like whose blood it is or something. And he's like, my mom's, and I'm just like, you know, he just casually sends it to me. So that's one why I thought it was funny, because, you know, he's just so casual. And first off, he drew a picture and he saved a life. When did you draw the picture? Before or after you saved the life?
Before. Yeah.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And this all happened in one day. So I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a wild day.
Yeah, and then she's just very injured, and like, it's not funny at all. Like, it's really not. But you know,
The picture was kind of funny.
It's
The picture had
no,
some
it is
comedic
funny.
humor to it.
I want to say it's not funny, but it is, because I'm just imagining her walking with a coffee pot, and she just like went down, and then no, this is why it's funny, because the way Mark told the story, he said he walked in to work, and everyone's like, come on, come on, come on, and his mom is laying face down on the ground. Now, like, I don't think it's funny that she's injured, but it was just like,
it was a weird thing to walk
the
into.
scenario and the picture, it all just made it too much, and like, I just like, I couldn't stop laughing, and my mom's like, my mom and my stepdad were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then they're like, you're fucking twisted. And then I'm like, well, Mark's just as fucking twisted, because he drew a picture of his mom with blood all around her.
I couldn't explain it. I had to do that. There was some blood on the floor. She hit her nose. The
blood was from her nose, and then what else did she hurt? You have to explain. The blood was from her nose.
She broke a bone in her shoulder. She broke a bone in her hand. She had cuts on her fingers and stuff.
She was holding a coffee pot full of coffee.
Yeah, and it broke.
She's lucky she didn't get burned.
Yep. And she has a contusion on her knee. Just
What's
like
a contusion?
It's a bad bruise.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
She'll be all right. She's tough.
It's not funny, but it's like how did
Listen,
how did that happen?
like almost everything in life, you have two options. You can either laugh or cry. I prefer to laugh.
Well, did she laugh or did she
99%
cry?
of the time.
Did she cry?
She cry? I don't know. I mean, she was probably not feeling good. I mean, she's definitely done some crying.
Did she laugh at all?
She laughed at the picture. Yeah, I'm pretty good at making people laugh.
Yeah, I mean, she has to laugh a little bit about how she severely injured herself by walking with the coffee pot. I'm sorry. I haven't seen her yet, so, like, I doubt you're going to watch this, but Joanna, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I laughed. It's not funny. No, I seriously feel bad. I feel bad for her. She probably is in so much pain because literally I'll tell a quick story about one time I hurt myself and it's nothing compared to what happened to her. So, back when I had my ex-boyfriend that I only dated for 8 months, it doesn't matter, before we won't go into it. I was walking down my driveway and I was wearing moccasins, okay? The second cardinal rule.
The Indian shoe.
The second cardinal rule.
Native American.
Wear sensible footwear.
Indigenous people.
These are specific moccasins I could never wear again. After that, I stepped on mud and they must not have had any tread under there because they're moccasins.
They're slippers.
And well, the UGG ones do have a tread. Anyways, I don't even remember what happened. I slipped on the mud and fell, and I scraped my knee and bruised it, and it really hurt, and it was so dramatic. I actually ended up going to the orthopedic, I think. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. And they told me I just had fluid behind the knee, but I honestly didn't know if I broke something in my knee. So, but that was all. I didn't have any hand injuries, I didn't have any shoulder injury. It was just the knee. So that was just the knee for me.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Is that the last time you were hurt?
That was the only time. One time I almost broke my toe when I was 4 because I dropped a can of SpaghettiOs on it. I wanted the can on the bottom, but they were stacked. Mm-hmm. And then it fell on my toe, and I had to go to the doctor and make sure it wasn't broken. Yeah. But yeah.
That's so interesting.
Haven't broke any bones.
That's so interesting because it's we talked about this, I think, but it's.
But I could barely sleep at night. I was in school and I could barely sleep at night. I could barely go to school. It was the most dramatic thing in the world.
People's worldly experiences are so different. I'm all the time. I don't have any severe injuries, but I have
yeah, but you're an athlete.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is
I've never been.
It's just
athlete.
weird. I don't know if it's. I'm not gonna say it's healthier or not healthier, but I just feel maybe I have a. I don't want to say I have a higher pain tolerance because I don't want to test that theory out. But I just. I don't know. It's I'm almost just more used to it.
Well, I will
so
say,
maybe I'm more
since
tolerant.
I've started exercising, I know exercise is good for you, but I will say, I have experienced more pain. And by that, I mean, sometimes my back, I think it's just maybe soreness, but sometimes I really think I have, back pain. But I honestly think, what is in your back? Your shoulder blades? Is that it? Mm-hmm. The shoulder blades? I think sometimes my shoulder blades, really, really hurt. And back before, I used to actually think something was wrong with me. But, I think it's really just because I'm, I stretch and everything, but I don't know. I think there's something about when you exercise and everything. Obviously, you experience soreness, but I guess, I'm kind of relating it to, an athlete. Because I guess, I don't want to say I've experienced more pain since I've been working out. But, at the same time, I guess I have. But, I feel that sounds bad, but it's really just more soreness and, from doing upper body workouts and stuff, upper body is my thing. So I think I've experienced pain in my shoulder blades and stuff. So I mean, I feel because of that, I'm probably less of a baby than I used to be, maybe just because I work harder now or whatever. Before I didn't. I also do think I'm more. I say I'm uncoordinated, as a joke all the time because I run into shelves and stuff. Mm-hmm. But to be fair, at work, I run into shelves because most of the time I'm chasing after toddlers trying to make sure they don't injure themselves, that I end up injuring myself while trying to, save them from falling or or just because I'm like honestly going insane in the classroom and I'm just like trying to prep breakfast, but then I whack my knee off the freaking corner of the shelf. Like that's just what happened. So I say I'm uncoordinated all the time because I'm like, I'm like, oh, I bumped my knee, I'm uncoordinated. But I think I've actually gotten a lot more coordinated. I'm just still clumsy. That's what we'll call it. So.
Gotcha. Well, you got anything else, or does that wrap up our first episode here in the new digs?
I think so.
Nice.
We're going to go, I don't know what time it is. Hopefully no later than 8 o'clock. We're going to go possibly try to clean out some stuff in my bedroom.
Gotta throw some shit away.
Yeah.
Been doing good. Honestly, I'm very excited about this.
I definitely do want to.
truthfully.
I definitely do want to get some stuff done, but I also do want to relax too. I don't know what relaxing is anymore.
No rest.
I don't have time to relax. The other night,
No rest for homeowners.
I got a homeowner plus toddler teacher. Just kind of remodeling homeowner plus toddler teacher. Just kind of screams like, "Help me!" So I definitely. I want to work as hard as I can, but I definitely think, even with today, actually, we were supposed to go to the gym, and I was like, no. I think I love the gym, and I love I was looking back at pictures, oh my God, of me in my basement, I think. When was I doing this? I don't know. Oh, no, I was looking back at TikToks. And it's like a whole new world. Like, I was just looking back at all my TikToks. It's amazing to me how I feel like literally working out in my basement. Like, I just feel like it's like a whole nother world down there. Just me in my basement and my mat. I think since moving out of here, and well, I'm currently staying at the new house for those of you who don't know. I think since moving out of here and staying at the new house, things have definitely been kind of wonky. Like, don't get me wrong, things have been really good. Like, the new house, amazing,
This is your parents' house. Your parents' house. Your parents' new house.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
The new house.
That's more descriptive.
Okay. The new house, my parents' new house, yes, that I'm currently staying on. It's amazing. But I think after maybe a couple weeks, 2 weeks, it was kind of maybe now per se. And it's not, I'm in no rush to get anything done. I want to take our time as much as possible. But I think it was okay, this is gonna be, just warning you. I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
I'm just warning, I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay. I'm going to take a nap. I'll take a nap.
So, routine and structure.
Maybe we should leave this for the next episode. Christ. This is a whole new one. This is a whole new episode right here.
Shut up. Can I talk? Routine and structure, I feel like it's really important. And I don't know. This is definitely a newer thing for me, but I definitely have my routine and structure. Maybe not newer. I've always had my routine. But it's almost like I was imagine if you picked up someone and just threw them in a different environment. That's what it is. I don't have my whiteboard. That's fucking with me. So I think it's almost like the honeymoon phase, right? Everything's la la la, fantastic. New house, my parents' new house, beautiful, whatever. And then the honeymoon phase, I think just kind of is coming to an end. And, I have a lot of random stuff there. Not random stuff, but I have my stuff there, but it's not really my room. It's kind of just it's my parents' spare bedroom, which I can organize it, but then it's just kind of annoying because it's I'm going to be leaving eventually, and it's just so I don't have my whiteboard. That's where I write my to-dos and things I need to get done for not even just on the weekends, for the evenings in general to look at every day. So I don't have that, so it's really throwing me off. And I've worked out in the basement, but it's just And I just, um, long story short, when I was looking at my TikToks, I was thinking just about how beautiful it was, you know, working out in the basement every day. And like, I know we're going to get back to routine and everything, but I just think it's interesting how much being off your routine does affect you. But I have to remind myself now, this is just for the people who exercise or are on their fitness journey or whatever it is. It's still life. It's easy to get lost in the sauce, lost in the fitness life. Because I would love to work out 5 days a week, have a great workout every day I do. But I also kind of had to remind myself, or have to remind myself sometimes in general, like, you can keep exercising, you can keep doing that stuff, but it's like today we didn't work out, and that's how we got to this point here, because we're about to be homeowners, and not only are we just like owning a home, we're like remodeling the home. So I have to tell myself, like, you're going to be busy. Not only are you going to be working 40 hours a week at your job, whatever else you're doing in general, not only are you going to be working out 4 to 5 days a week. Obviously, we aim for 5, but you might have to skip some of those days because you're going to be painting. You're going to be doing the floor. You're going to be doing everything. Like, and I'm really trying to prepare myself for, like,
To work?
just home ownership. Like, I mean, not only are we going to have to pay bills and do all that stuff, we'll figure that out. I don't have any worries about that. I think it's just, I've always lived with my parents, so I literally would come home, eat dinner, exercise, go to sleep. But that's not the case anymore. We have to work. I have to work with you, work on Amanda's inspiration, work on the house, make my own food, clean the house, grocery shop.
Change it from have to get to.
Get to. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mark's really helpful with those types of
I
things.
get to work on the house. I get to work on my businesses. I get to work on my life.
Yeah,
with my
and
partner in crime, you know.
Yeah. So
it ain't that bad.
no, I just think, you know, my routine is going to change, and especially now where you have a lot of work to do. So I guess I'm trying to prepare myself for that. And long story short, I think when you're really into fitness, it's hard to not put pressure on yourself. So it is hard to not work out or not do those things. But I'm trying to think of it as fitness is a really, really, really important part of my life. And it's definitely going to continue to be. But I have to remind myself that there is more to life than just fitness. But fitness has changed my life dramatically. And for that, I'm forever grateful. Okay. Drop mic. No, those are some real thoughts that I've been, like, thinking about recently. And Mark and I don't fucking talk. Like, it may look like we're out here, like, hanging out all the time.
That's
like,
generally because, like, you're like
when I get
untalkative. Like, you just don't, unless.
Oh my god!
You're talkative to an extent. Like, you want to talk about the fucking shit that happened today, which is for some weird reason, like, just like I think a feminine thing. Generally.
What happened today?
No, like, what happened today? Like,
at work?
Like, in general. Like you always want to talk about that, but that's not. I mean, I guess I understand that, but like me, it's just like, okay, if some bullshit happened or this, that, or the other thing, it's like, okay, just. Maybe the next thing, like maybe.
I feel like I don't talk about what happened today enough. I actually.
Oh God, really?
Well, there's a lot of stuff about work and stuff that I don't even talk about anymore because I'm just like, yeah, it was work. Let's leave it at work and move on. You know.
Yeah. I don't know, but all right. Well, this has been great. We have a lot to do. We have a lot that we're going to document. It's going to be a great ride. We're very excited, and we thank you guys for supporting us. We're going to keep this content coming. We're going to add some more stuff. We're going to do it all because why the hell not? But if you want to grab some merch, as always, amandthepmpodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to ask us a question, there's a link down there to do that as well in the description. We'd love to answer them. But with that, this has been another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. We thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in the next one.